Snails are amazing creatures. We use them in beauty. Snail slime. You're going to Holland and Barrett, right?
So, this is our first interview of the show. So, do you want to introduce your table?
Yeah, so I'm Adam, shortbread spiders, freshly baked in the Scottish Highlands. One of the things I always do, I only do the Glasgow show because I'm so far up north. This is actually an 8-hour drive for us to get here from the far north. So a lot of what I do is just send people spiders through the post. Everybody always gets a biscuit with every order through the post. I always make some shortbread, or my partner makes it. We've got plenty on the table today as well, free shortbread for everyone. That's the story.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about the stall?
About the stall, well, I have many spiders, various varieties, a lot of which is stuff that I've bred myself and grown on. My big thing's Postotheria, so I've got some nice Postotheria females up here on this side, which I bred last year, and kind of grown some out, sexed out some females. Various other bits and pieces. These Panthobetes costa that have grown on juvenile females. Versicolor, which I do in my own little setup. So Versi and Apic Percuria in nice rearing setups. Just all sorts. Some of it's stuff which I've bred, other stuff is things that I've swapped with other hobbyists, so that they want a bit of your stuff, you want a bit of their stuff.
I think that's one of the good things about the show, is the ability to trade as well.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not always just about people look
nice.
at these things as off-road products, but it's Invert shows it always seems different.
Yeah, and as we all know, variety is the spice of life with tarantulas, because there's a few of them, you know.
Yeah. So, while we're kind of on the spiders, is there anything that you think is particularly interesting in your stall that you'll be surprised about introducing? Or one that you're quite excited to actually have with you?
I think I'd have to say that the Postotheria metallica female, you know, I mean, it's not like rare, really rare. It's not like hen's teeth, but they're probably the most popular.
It's probably what I'm actually
To be perfectly honest with you, like P Metallica females for under 100 quid, that's probably the one. They are maybe my favourite. I've got some nice Theraphosa, a nice blondie pair here, mature male offices. As we were just talking about, actually, these big blacks, these Panthobetes and these big black brews, they are absolute stunts and things as well. But it's hard to say, because it's what's your big thing isn't necessarily like the next person's big thing. I think maybe even things like the Versicolor, you know, people do like them, and I've got these nice rearing sets for them. So
I've seen actually, the carabiners are really coming back recently. They felt like they went out of fashion for a year or two.
Possibly.
Whereas this year people are really talking.
I do think people shy away from them as well when they're slim, because they can be a bit finicky and fragile. But I'm always happy to help out with advice for how I keep stuff. Does pretty well usually.
So I guess one of the other things is, obviously it's easy to find you guys at the shows.
Yeah.
How would we find you after the show?
Well, I have a blog page on Facebook, which I try and update whenever I kind of get time. I've been doing a bit recently because I've been preparing for this. Been putting a few posts on. But yeah, my Facebook blog page, the information for it's on the banner there, you know. You can just message me there. I don't have a website, I'm not quite that far advanced. I'm just, you know, just another idiot with too many spiders in the house that's doing his breeding projects and, you know, loving it. So,
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
start by introducing your stall and what you're training here?
Yeah, so this is Amble Obscura. I'm a crab taxidermist, and most of them are crabs that I found round about beaches around England and Scotland. There's a few that non-native, the horseshoe crabs and the hermit crabs that I've taken on as sort of restoration projects that other people had started that I had to repair. But for the most part, they're molds of crabs that I've found. I didn't notice when I started, but crabs that shed their exoskeleton. So I take them and preserve them and make little homes for them. Yeah.
That's amazing. Crab diversity as well is incredible. I think one of the questions is, how did you get into this?
It sounds funny, but I kind of did just stumble into it. Like, I was living down in Northumberland at the time, and I found a crab about that size intact, and it's quite rare that you find a whole one. And that was when I learned that crabs like mold their exoskeleton, so I started looking into how to preserve it. I've always had an interest in taxidermy, you know, kind of picking up bones and what have you. So there's not a lot published on it. So it's a lot of trial and error, and kind of breaking through like the forums online, people that were sharing bits of the process, and yeah, kind of ended up getting further into it. Yeah.
Amazing. How long does it take to make the miniature?
Minimum like 2-3 weeks. A lot of it's them having to dry out. Like they do weep when they get them. So a lot of it, like the initial stages, is cleaning them out, soaking them with alcohol, and letting them paint out. You can't dry them in the sun, otherwise they crack and discolour. Some of them that I found like that, they are kind of nicked by the sun. But then it's really a case of reinforcing the joints, because they will, like the exoskeleton will just want to deteriorate, and so it's kind of just trying to hold that process and letting them dry fully. Like I say, reinforcing the kind of natural points where they would want to break around the claws and legs. So yeah, depending on the size, about 2-3 weeks up to a month with things.
It's such a unique idea, it's not something you see very often. So I guess one of the things I'd like to know is, do you have a favourite thing at this table, a favourite product? One that you maybe wouldn't be too unhappy if you were to leave with today as well.
I really do love my hermit crabs. So he's a marine hermit crab. They're the ones that we get natively, and he's about as big as they'll ever get. So yeah, he is my absolute favourite. And I've got wee ones as well, but I do absolutely love my hermit crabs.
And I guess last, is there a way these guys can find you after the show?
Yeah, so I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok as Amble Obscura, my website ambleobscura.com. So when I'm not at markets, I do sell them on there as well. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Introduce your stall. Tell us what you got food in here.
So this is our stall, just one more.
Small balls.
That's how we called. Well, some people got confused sometimes with the name. They didn't know why. But after you get into the hobby and you're buying one spider, then you're just buying one more. So just one more. We're selling some handcrafted magnets. We're selling some water bottles and some equipment, enclosures as well. And then the livestock. So we have our own captured bait jungle spiders, captured bait as well, tarantulas, snakes. We've got some grown-on spiders as well. And then this year we decided to do our mystery boxes as well, which I'm quite excited about them, to be fair, but only because it's a logistical possibility, because we live just 14 to 25 minutes away. So that's why we just took them with us, and actually thing which I'm quite excited, today to have.
I spotted mystery boxes, and that's one of the things I was excited about, especially when I seen the name. How long have you been trading?
So we are trading now. It's a year and 2 months.
Awesome.
Yes, so exactly year and 2 months. Our weekend show is our anniversary show. So Last year the vegan was first time, and then we have been on our show first time vegan and the first vegan show, and then this year.
So, how many times have you tried it in Scotland?
This is our second time in Scotland. In Scotland, our Scottish show. It's a second time. Well, but not the last one. You know?
So you were saying you were quite excited about the mystery boxes. Is this
Yes.
the first time selling them?
Yes, we done them first time, so we spent quite a long time, you know, creating them because it's not so easy. It's not so easy like you could think about it. You know, it's a lot of thought goes into creating them because you don't want them to be repetitive, you know, and everything. So it just I enjoyed to do them, and I would really enjoy to sell them as well because we put a lot of effort and work in them.
So I guess the last one is, for anybody who's attending the show, do you have any general advice? Something you suggest to anyone who's attending the show for the first time?
Yes, don't spend all the money in the first 10 minutes. This is the best advice ever. Just walk around, do it slowly, and have a look on every single trader.
Yeah.
Because you can see that sometimes, you know, you can find cheaper spider, you can find better deal on something, or just pretty much larger for the same price.
Yeah.
You know, it just do it with you know, with some heading, with some common sense. That's it.
And so after the show, how will these guys be able to find you?
So after the show, after the show, you can find us on Facebook at Just One More and on our website at justonemore.uk.
Awesome, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dan.
Would you like to introduce your stall? What is it?
So my store is I'm both a plant guy and I'm software planty with all my indoor software plant industry. So all my mini ones.
Is this how many shows have you been to before?
This is my first show, so I'm really excited to come along. I've seen them online before, and I've gone, it's only 5 minutes along the road for me, so yeah, it's really excited to come along and see all. It's been really amazing. Good.
It's interesting to see things other than Invert start to pop up at the shows.
Yeah,
what made you kind of think that, I want to bring plants to the Invert?
Yeah, I wasn't sure at first, but I really wanted to train mantids and having them in bioactive terrariums. So the plant side of it came to that, and then I got into the invertebrate side.
Yeah.
So I think it matches quite well. And I've seen it all different lines. So yeah, it's really good. So, yeah, I've seen plants and
And obviously you've got a good variety here. Is there something that is your favourite plant perhaps you get along with your favourite?
My favourite one this week is definitely the variegated Monstera, the Swiss cheese plant. So it's got like a genetic mutation which causes variegation, so it makes it a bit more harder to find. So that's one of my favourite ones I've got at the moment. And it's quite collectible as well. So yeah, it's good for terrariums where you can grow with plants.
Yeah, it's quite a while ago. These were quite expensive plants, weren't they? So it's amazing to see it working their way.
Thousands of pounds, like a couple of years ago now, they're obviously a lot more affordable, but still, so it just shows you how the plant world changes and the things that just come out. It's really good.
And if these guys are going to look for you after the show, is there a way they can find you?
Yeah, sure, I'm on Instagram, TikTok, the plant guy, or also called Plantique and Party. If you're in the area, so far from here, 5 minutes. So yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
I've worn many hats as I've been involved in this field. I've previously classed myself as a zoologist, and they call